Hello. Welcome to Sabbath School Flashcards. It is Thursday, March 19th, and the title for today's lesson is Final Events. Read Daniel 11:40-45. Reading, At the time of the end the king of the south shall attack him, and the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots, horsemen, and with many ships, and he shall enter the countries, overwhelm them, and pass through. He shall also enter the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown. But these shall escape from his hand, Edom, Moab, and the prominent people of Ammon. He shall stretch out his hand against the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. He shall have power over the treasures of gold and silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt, also the Libyans and Ethiopians shall follow at his heels. But news from the east and the north shall trouble him, therefore he shall go out with great fury to destroy and annihilate many. And he shall plant the tents of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and no one will help him. What is happening here? The following phrases help us understand this text. Time of the end. The expression time of the end appears only in Daniel 8:17, Daniel 11:35 and 40, also, Daniel 12:4 and 9. Examination of Daniel's prophecies indicates that the time of the end extends from the fall of the papacy in 1798 until the resurrection of the dead, Daniel 12:2. King of the North. This name first geographically designates the Seleucid dynasty, but then it refers to pagan and finally papal Rome. As such, it does not describe a geographical location but the spiritual enemy of God's people. In addition, we should also note that the King of the North represents a counterfeit of the true God, who in the Bible is symbolically associated with the North, Isaiah 14:13. King of the South. This name at first designates the Ptolemaic dynasty in Egypt, south of the Holy Land. But as the prophecy unfolds, it acquires a theological dimension, and is associated by some scholars with atheism. As Ellen G. White, commenting on the reference to Egypt in Revelation 11:8, says, "This is atheism." The Great Controversy, page 269. The glorious holy mountain. In Old Testament times this expression referred to Zion, the capital and heart of Israel and geographically located in the Promised Land. After the cross, God's people are no longer defined along ethnic and geographical lines. Therefore, the Holy Mountain must be a symbolic designation of God's people spread throughout the world. So, perhaps, we can interpret events like this. 1. The King of the South attacks the King of the North. The French Revolution attempted to eradicate religion and defeat the papacy but failed. 2. The King of the North attacks and defeats the King of the South. The forces of religion headed by the papacy and its allies will eventually overcome the forces of atheism and will form a coalition with the defeated enemy. 3. Edom, Moab, and the prominent people of Ammon will escape. Some of those not counted among God's true people will join the fold in the last hour. 4. The King of the North prepares to attack the holy mountain but comes to his end. The forces of evil are destroyed, and God's kingdom is established. How can we draw comfort from knowing that, in the end, God and his people will be victorious? Discuss your answers in class on Sabbath. This is Witness Glenn. Have a safe day.